I am excited to be here. This might be the most important live that I've ever done. This might be the most important live. Happy Thursday, guys. Let's get in here. I got some stuff to talk about. This live today. Hello, mom. Hello. This is a very important live. I want to say the most important one that I've probably ever have done so far. So, I appreciate y'all coming in. I really want to get right to some points. Please like, comment, and subscribe from wherever you are. And if you are feeling really good, please share the video. We are talking about the mind today. The mind. I know it seems very simple, but this is just want to give you some understandings about what's happening. Real quick, let me just jump in. I gotta jump in to give some points to kind of set the tone of the live real quick. Then we can kind of talk a little bit. All right, y'all. Hot day in Philadelphia. Hot day. Y'all, so I know there's a lot of talk about the mind, right? But I really want you to know what's happening. We talked a little bit about it, I think, in our live the other day, our last live. We talked a little bit about the mind. The mind directly creates and curates your reality. You have the ability to make something relevant or irrelevant. You do, just like that. The only way something is relevant in your life is if you make it. You on the same page? So if the mind is that powerful, we are creating realities that are just not serving us or beneficial to us. We're creating realities to appease, to be accepted. Whatever your reason, whatever void that you had as a child or whatever happened to you or something like that, you're creating a reality to adhere to that void, to fill the void as best as you can. The mind is super powerful. If you can't think about it happening, it won't. If you can't see it, that's why faith is so important. Faith is so important because the mind has to see it before it's here. So powerful, the mind. So when you are in an existence where you don't see nothing, you don't see anything possible, the mind is so powerful that that's the reality of your life. Y'all, we are talking about the mind today. If you are just getting in here, please like, comment, and subscribe. And if you are feeling really good, please share the video. We are talking about the mind today. I feel like this is one of the most important lives that I'll ever do. Talking about the mind. The mind is just that powerful. The mind is just that powerful. I need a towel or something. Everybody in the Model Day Challenge, keep going. I see y'all videos. Keep going. I'm thinking about doing a core challenge. Let me know if y'all down. Just something small, like maybe 100 crunches for 30 days every day. Something small. Hot day in Philadelphia. All right, y'all. I want to get into so many more points about the mind. The mind is everything. The mind is everything. So when it comes to sort of curating this reality that the mind is so capable of doing, we have to make sure that we are strategic about all the energies we expose ourselves to, because we're human and the mind directly is impacted by that. My My mom said, I believe if you can see it in your mind, it can manifest. This is so true. And the issue with most people is that they can't see it. You understand? Like, that's the issue with most people. They can't see it until they see it. You understand? So it's like I've learned in my life to exemplify what I want from other people. I need to show it because people won't believe what they can't see, right? Like, they'll look at something that's not there. You'll be like, no, it's going to be this. It's going to be that. I'm going to have. Oh man, you just get so crazy into it, and they're looking at you like ain't nothing there. I'm like, I don't know what she's talking about. It's like they just can't. They can't do it. They can't feel it. They can't touch it. So it's important. Angela Williams, what's going on Instagram? It is important, guys, that we start working on ourselves so much that we start getting outcomes that is beyond our wildest dreams so much that the mind becomes a entity that can't be wavered or altered by other people. It just can't be. We got to make the mind as strong as possible. The mind is everything to our reality. I gave the example yesterday or the other live that T-Pain, the singer, came across Usher in the middle of the height of his career, comes across Usher, and Usher's like, you killed R&B with all the auto tunes, right? This is what he says to him. He's at the height of his career. Don't you know he went into, what's up, Aunt? Don't you know he went into a 10-year depression from Usher saying you killed R&B? The mind just wasn't strong enough to deal with that. People want to be accepted so bad that when an opinion goes against what they want it to be, they immediately affect their reality because the mind is affected. The mind is everything to our reality. Here's the thing. We have to create a life, a world where everybody around us, even if it's people who are critics of us, that's fine. We need those people. We need people close to us that know us the best and can give us the best advice about ourselves, right? We don't need yes people, that's for sure. But we need a variety of people around us that make the best version of ourselves and sharpen our mind in a way that we can be very strong mentally. We don't need to be torn down. We went over everything about how the talking to you and how the words that said to you can make you look old. Just the words that said to you, guys. The energy that's around you starts to deteriorate you. How powerful is that? We have people around us talking to us crazy, mad. We got people complaining all the time around us. Do you know what that's doing? Like, there is a lot to complain about. Like y'all, I could complain about a lot. I just don't because it doesn't matter. No one cares about your emotions. I was just having this talk. I was just having this talk earlier. No one cares about your emotions. Guess how powerful that statement is I just made? That no one cares about your emotions. No one cares about your emotions so much that not even you care about your emotions. Do you know that? Do you know you don't even care? Do you know that your future self, like just your 6-month ahead self, does not care about your excuses? Your 6-month ahead self is going to deal with all of your emotions that you do now. And I'm going to tell y'all right now, if you are emotional, forget about money. If you are emotional, cancel out money. If you cannot manage yourself mentally and emotionally, I just don't see how you can manage money. These things have to be managed. I need a towel or something. I'm on my James Brown in here today. Like I need to put a fan on. Hold on. My mom says spiritually, it's important to give into the desires of the flesh as less as possible and lean more into giving into the spirit of God. It's a daily choice. Temptation is everywhere. This is so true. This is so true. We're gonna actually do a live on that. We're gonna do a live on the temptations of the flesh, because your reward, your abundance Let me just tell y'all a secret. Can I tell y'all a secret? I think I said this to y'all before in this live. I mean, on this platform. Tima, what's up, Fatima? Listen, y'all. I have never received what I prayed for. Never. I pray all day, every day. Do y'all know I've never received anything I prayed for? I don't even ask for things when I pray. I don't ask for tangible things when I pray. I have always received far beyond my expectations for what I've prayed for. So I don't ask for a certain outcome anymore. God will exceed all those expectations or all those requests that I'm trying to give. I'm all in my little reality asking for specific requests. God far exceeds that, guys. The abundance of God is so overwhelming. People don't like this. I don't know what it is about the world today. People check out when you talk about God. I don't know. I'm never going to stop talking about God. It's just who I am. It's God is responsible for everything I've ever done, all my success. So that's something I have to talk about. I'm not gonna not talk about it because it's unpopular. Um, so you know, the more you lean into denying the flesh, and it's so many levels of it, and it's not easy. It's not easy, but the reward is it just far exceeds whatever you're doing in the moment. But we'll talk about that on another live. I need to get back to the mind. I need to get back to the mind. Where's everybody? How's everybody doing? How's everybody doing? Listen, if there is anything y'all want talked about, let me know. I will talk about it. I am hot today. I just got out the shower, but I am hot. I don't know. I did 2 workouts today. I am hot. Um, yeah, I'm thinking about some more lives about keeping our mental and emotional intact. This is so important. Everybody's all over the place. Everybody's kind of living for everything else. We are focused on everything that's not important. The most important part of you, most important part of everything is you. And I feel like a lot of people are just so get a towel. No, no. We just going to be on here hot together. So I get a towel. Being happy and positive is a choice, regardless of what issues erupt. Look for good in any situation, even if it's miniature. Choose to find happiness. Yeah, I get what you're saying. Be positive and look for the good in every situation. I get that. Y'all, let me tell y'all something. Let me just tell y'all something. There are people who have done nothing wrong and they are just wake up, go for a walk, and their back gives out and they are now paralyzed. That's the reality of their life. The fact that you can get up, walk around, talk, and just live is a blessing. I don't listen, y'all. I don't find nothing to complain about. Seriously, there's a lot of things. If people live each other's lives, there's a lot of things that we could complain about. But why? There's so many things that you can focus on that are positive. Train your brain that way. Like I've been explaining to you guys that we are super focused on everything negative because that comes from hundreds of thousands of years ago, our evolution, where we had to focus on dangers. We had to focus on negativity to survive. Today, that's just keeping us unhappy, guys. That's just keeping us unhappy. We have to come with a different approach. It's that simple. My mom says, "Stay away from the news. It's all bad. It may put you in a bad mood." It really is. Yeah, the news is designed to scare you. It's a scare tactic. You know when people are scared, they're controlled. Do y'all know that? The news is designed to scare you. It really is. All right, y'all. I'm gonna say our scale real quick, and then I want to get into a lot of things, and then I'll tell you how I feel. All right, y'all. So the scale on a scale of 1 through 10, where are we at using our mind for the benefit of ourselves? One, we are not good at it. 10, we are great at it. Where are we? Where are we? The mind is everything. Let me tell y'all something. You can take 5 people who look exactly the same, right? Let's take 5 20-year-old Black boys from Philadelphia. All 5 of them look exactly the same, very similar. The mind is different in each one of them. Their realities are totally different. Okay. You have one that could be bringing in $50,000 a month. You have another one that lives in the room in his grandmother's house and his mother's house, and he's just waiting for her to take care of all his responsibilities. You have another one that's in his second year of college. You have another one that's out here acting crazy, robbing and stealing, killing. You got another one that's, into his girlfriend. 5 different boys that all look exactly the same with 5 different realities from the same environment. You know what has changed? The mind. And here's the thing, we can't change the mind without getting some outcomes. The mind does not just miraculously change, guys. I wish it did. It does not. So when you start exposing, and I really, advise you to expose your children early so that they can start getting wins. We need people to start winning early. Because once you start winning, that's all it takes. Like, that's one of the things that it takes to start winning. You gotta lose to win. So you lose, win. You get the win. You get the win. When you get the win, you start to know things are possible. You start to know you have to lose 5 times to win on the 6th time. It becomes embedded in you, and the earlier that it's embedded in you, the more wins you'll get, and the more your mind will believe it can happen. Of course, you think it won't happen if your mind has done nothing but lose, and it just, oh, nothing happens for me. Of course, that's your reality, because that's what's happened to you. Winners understand that they have to keep going until they get the win. Winners understand that. Losers, they're so used to losing, they have become conditioned to losing, that their mindset thinks that nothing is possible. You understand? It's okay. We are at different capabilities. Everybody's capabilities are different. Wherever your capability is, get the win. Wherever it is, get the wins on each level. Y'all see, I just can't express to you enough. I've been at so many different points in my life, and I've been at points of very, you know, obviously I've come from the absolute bottom. Yeah, I'm not the absolute bottom, because I mean I had a mom that really provided a good opportunity, but where we envisioned going, it was the bottom. And um, you gotta do what you can at each level. Like, don't just think people get places in life and it's always been great. It's just not. You have to do what you can at every level. You starting over or from the bottom, or you just divorced, or something was just taken from you drastically, or you lost something that was very valuable and now you're starting over. You got to go back to the basics. Let me get a win. Let me if I got to knock whatever you got to do. If I got to get a job doing whatever I got to do, you just got to do. That's what we do. That's what winners do. We do what we have to do. We can't sit back and say you're too good for that. Never be too good for a win, guys. It does more to your mindset than you could ever imagine. Um, I just want to say, we have so many. like so much information available to us, so many ways to sort of sharpen our minds and make our mind, kind of get information that we need to move forward. Make it very simple. I just was having this talk. We have stuff like audio books and all types of things. Make it very simple. Even if you listen to a amazing audio book for just 5 minutes a day, where you just sit in silence, put the head or just play the phone or the headphones or whatever, and just listen to The Alchemist or just one of the greatest books that are available to us. And you just listen for 5 minutes. That is sharpening the mind, guys. We have to do mental strengthening tactics. We have to. If we don't, but I always say the brain is varying. The brain is always going to vary toward negativity. I don't want to make it complicated to like people just say, oh, you got to read more. Let's make it simple to get the reading in. 5 minutes a day, I can assure you, it is so much more valuable than nothing. You might look up and say, oh my God, that was 10 minutes, 20 minutes. I just got lost in the book real quick. But at least do 5, You'll get through books in a month, Better than not getting through them at all. Pick the books that are in history that people have valued and have made life better for the people that read those at those times. And whatever interests you, start doing it. It just strengthens the mind, guys. The mind shapes your reality. So you need to do everything possible to shape the mind. And I recommend getting the wins wherever you can. No matter how small, get a win. Get a win. All right, let me talk to y'all for a second. We're going to just talk for a quick second. This weekend, I think we're going live. If y'all want my mom to go live this weekend, let me know. We're going to make her go live. We're going to talk about some things. Maybe y'all can ask us some questions. We might answer some questions that y'all might have. And also, let me know what y'all want me to talk about. I'm talking about the things that I think are hindering us from happiness, stopping us from achieving our goals, stopping us from money, relationships. These are the things that I'm focusing on our lives. So there's that. All right, y'all, let's answer the scale real quick. Let's answer the scale. Nobody answered the scale. On a scale from 1 through 10, where are we with using our mind to our benefit? Where are we? 1, we are not good at this. We create a very bad reality. 10, we are great at this. We have the best reality we ever dreamed of, and we keep dreaming and keep creating amazing realities. Where are we? Where are we? Let me hear y'all. Where are we? I'm gonna just say 8. I'm gonna just say 8. I'm gonna just say 8. Who am I talking to? Where are we on this? Y'all, do you understand that your mind is going to give you the things that you always dreamed of? And you have to know that other people can't do it for you. Other people, they're going to bring their minds and pour it onto you. So imagine if their reality is just not good and they're pouring that onto you. You're creating a reality of the best thing ever, and they're pouring their life of hell onto you. They only can give you what's real to them. And it's true. Like if their mind is making them live in hell, that's a true reality. This is not fake. You understand? But I'm also telling you that your reality could be what you always dreamed of. It takes a lot of work though. You can't play games. You have to make sure you are setting crazy boundaries. You got to make sure that you are on top of everything. finances, fitness, everything toxic that tries to be in your world, you have to manage. And this is very hard to do. People are convincing. The devil is very convincing. Oh, I'm sorry. The comment is I believe mindset determines how you approach life. A positive mindset gives you ambition that you need to keep going. A negative mindset will make you feel defeated. Unfortunately, there is no positive mindset pills that you can take. This is so true. You have to intentionally work on keeping a positive mindset. At the very least, a positive mindset will keep you motivated. You cannot attach emotions to money. You have to maintain discipline. Okay, I like the honesty. Eight for me. Okay. Regardless of, I'm gonna say this. My mom is a very positive person. My mom is a very positive person. Regardless of circumstance, stay positive. Let me tell you something. Listen, y'all, things will continuously sort of like not go your way. It's okay. It's important. That's why I said expose your kids early so they can start getting wins early so they understand, oh no, we just got to keep going. We just got to keep going. Because I'm going to tell y'all something. I'm going to tell y'all how your reality becomes very negative and becomes a life of loss. You ever see, let me tell y'all something. You'll see in life people who just seem to win all the time, right? And what you're not understanding is nothing is different for that person versus the loser. Nothing. They are facing probably more challenges. They just are used to it. Okay? That's it. It's no different. It's still a challenge for every person to achieve different things. So the loser is going to lose and say, I told you, I knew this wouldn't work. They're going to complain. They're going to make it worse. They're going to tear themselves up and they're not going to try anymore. Where a loser, a winner is just like, nah, this is a part of the process. I ain't worried about that. And that's where my mom is so good at. My mom is good at, nah, we gonna keep going anyway. That's her mindset. So obviously she made me that way. And then once you start getting the wins, you're like, oh, okay. That's what I want to happen for you guys. That's all. That's it. You have to be so passionate about the things that you want in life and the reality that you want in life that nothing stops you from getting it. Nothing. Oh, the Instagram ambassador is in the building. Drea said, I always stay positive and pray for positivity for everyone, putting all that negativity into the universe. Yes, cousin. Yes. Like, what's up? My mom said, regardless of circumstance, stay positive. Regardless of defeat, never stop trying. Pick yourself up and try again. That's the only way to get happiness. That's the only way to reach the goal. It's the only way. The only way is to keep going. If you have the breath, air, and capability and capacity in your body, you keep going. You keep going for your goal. What are you doing? I don't get what else are we doing. Once you get to the finish line, once you get to the win, once you finish, there's no reward bigger and better than that. And then it creates a mindset. The mind then sees, oh, I get it. I gotta keep going. Then it becomes second nature. When you go to achieve the next thing and the next thing and the next thing, the mind is equipped to know it has to keep going until you reach the end, regardless of how hard or how many times you're told no, how many times you fail. Doesn't matter. You keep picking yourself up and keep going until you get that win. And that goes with my mom saying, you must finish what you start. Because it's so hard to finish, right? That's like so hard. It's getting hard in the middle. It's getting hard. It's getting hard. But if you don't finish, you never reap the benefit of all the processes in between. You don't reap the benefit of it. You just gave up a bunch of your time and energy for nothing. So many people do this. Perfect example is school. Like when you first get to college and you're a freshman, they tell you to look around. I think they do this on like every campus. They say, look around, and you look around, and there's so many people around you. And they tell you like, only like 5% of these people are going to be at the end. You won't see none of these people at the end. It's that hard to finish. And it's like, You went to class 3, 4 semesters, you bought books, you wasted your money, your time and energy, and then you can't even use a degree to show for that work. Drea said, yes, definitely be positive and stay away from negative people and negativity. Be an optimist, never a pessimist. Exactly. So we are talking about the mind today. And the main point that I want to drive home is that the mind directly creates and curates your reality. The mind directly creates your reality. If you listen, y'all, let me tell y'all something about the mind, right? You can take a person that you look up to, that their word means everything to you. You can make that person super powerful over you, and then you have the ability to make them mean nothing. That's how powerful the mind is. Remember, you are the most important part of the equation. So even if a mentor and the most powerful person in the world is going against you, does not matter. You have to stay on your side. The only person that matters the most in your life is you. And you have the ability to make people matter or not. If they are toxic to you, horrible to you, making you feel down, remember I told you when people are talking bad to you and around you, you start looking bad. We are human. It affects you. You have to love yourself so much that you don't let nobody around you that makes you feel like that. It deteriorates you guys. Nothing's worse than that. My mom said nobody likes to lose, but in the moment is where character and your strength is built. The purpose and the end goal and the reason has to be so powerful that loss just doesn't matter. You just got to keep going. Drea said, damn, cousin, you preaching in here today. My brother is texting me while I'm on live. I hope he does not come into my live. Like, we don't need that. We don't need that negativity. We don't need it. I love my brother. So this weekend, I think we're dropping part 1 of Solomon, guys. We're dropping part 1 of Solomon. That's all I'm going to say about it. I'm not going to go down a rabbit hole of talking to y'all about what that is. Y'all will see what it is if you don't know. But yeah, the first video we have to drop. We have to let y'all know what's going on. Drea said that joint hit home real hard. Nice. Yeah, the topics I'm covering are topics that I feel like directly impact us the most mentally and emotionally. And that affects our happiness. All I care about is our happiness. That's it. Now, if you are happy, if you are genuinely happy at heart, yes, money makes you happy, right? I mean, it adds to the happiness. Let's just say that. It adds to it. Okay. But money is not going to do it, though. No. All the things I'm talking about is what's going to do it. It's so many approaches we have to take to maintain our happiness. It's a very multifaceted approach. Thank you for the love, Angel. Thank you for the love. It's a multifaceted approach to maintaining it. The mind is so powerful that we have the ability to make the life that we want. That's how powerful it is. But if you don't have the ability to see it, to feel it, to manifest it, you don't have that ability to see it because everything in your life has been no, lost. You can't do it. You're around people who talk to you crazy, tell you can't do nothing, can't be nothing, you won't go nowhere. Certain things you can't control. You might have parents that talk to you like that. Certain things you can't control. But I'm telling you right now, if you are an adult and you are listening to me, and if you are a kid listening to me, remember, you can't listen to an adult telling you that you can't do it, that you won't be anything. You can't listen to it. They're not right. You create your reality. But one of the dilemmas that we have is that we can't control who raises us, right? We can't control that. So you might have a great hand dealt to you, you might not. As an adult, we can control who we have around us and who we don't. Well, mom, that's why I will always manage our money. Which I don't know is that me and my mom, y'all might know, I don't know, but we're like one. We're like one. We move as a unit. And her comment is, I believe if I was rich, I would give it away. You get a car, you get a car. And that's why she's always on a sort of stipend. Yeah. She leaves the management to me. Cause it will be gone. She knows that though. She knows that though. We're a good team. We're a good team. We utilize each other's strong points. That's what we do. We utilize each other's strong points. But let me get back to the mind. I want to make sure I just drive my points home, guys, because uh I know we can't just snap a finger and ah! Drea said now she's Oprah. Nah, it's true. Like my mom is a huge giver. She knows this about herself. Um, yeah, I'm very yeah. She knows that. I'll let her talk for herself. I can't. Tune into the live this weekend. Y'all can access whatever y'all want. I'll have my mom on live. We're taking a road trip, so we will be able to kind of like hop on live while we're driving and talk to y'all. So, any questions y'all have, tune into the live Saturday. So because Drea said, "Cuz Niecy is so gorgeous." My mom is very smart too. My mom is very smart, and she knows herself so well. She knows me so well. No, Drea, my mom said, "Cousin, you get a car." She does not have access to our money, Drea. So I unfortunately you won't be getting a car. Unfortunately. Yo. But like my mom said earlier in the live, uh, you don't have there's not a pill that can just make your mindset be anything. There's just not it just doesn't exist, right? The mind is what it is in each person, and some people believe they almost don't even have control over that. Like you are born sort of with certain mentalities, right? Now, people are born with a personality, right? They are. Beyond that, there are things that have to be sort of set up. Like I said, we can't control our parents. Boom. We can't control who raised us and all those things. Unfortunately, we can't. As we move through life, and now we can control those dynamics that are around us, like wherever we put ourselves, the environments we put ourselves, we have to ignite, guys. This is all I want to get across. Like we have to ignite. We have to start to get on a winning streak so intense. And I mean little wins. I mean if we could just do little wins. Like do like set up an agenda that gives you wins that are not too crazy. You need it. You need that feeling of accomplishment. You need it. My mom said run to whatever or whoever brings you positivity and encouraging. Do y'all know people hate positivity, bro? Like positivity sometimes triggers people's inner turmoil. What make you think it's possible? Like, huh? Because it is. If y'all are here with me and y'all attract to my platform, it's because you are positive. Because and you kind of feel my delivery because like everybody's so different. And a lot of people get triggered. They want to more so trauma bond. And I told you I don't really like trauma bond. I want to be solution based and to help you with real life things to get you from where you are to more happiness. I want to give you scenarios that all of us face that we kind of like succumb to, and everything is so hard to manage on a daily basis. This post my mom sent me recently, and Mike Tyson was saying, "Oh God," Drea said, "if she bought me a car, you would be the first person I called. Like, girl, your mom done bought me a car. Come get these keys." Unfortunately, she won't be. No, uh-uh. Oh goodness. Share the video, y'all. Share the video. Share the video. I think a lot of people before us, y'all, like the people who were like teenagers and grown in the 70s, they just have a wild heart, just like a crazy, wild, just heart. And it works. Like me and my mom, we are like a great team, but they are so wild at heart. Like I'm so much like not. I'm just not. I'm so strategic. I plan. Everything is just like I'm just not like that. Me and my mom have a lot of similarities. We have a lot of differences too. So we utilize each other's strong points. That's what we do. But yeah, my mom is just yeah, she definitely gonna go wild with it. I'm definitely a lot more conservative with it. Not really though. We are similar though. We are similar. That's just the surface stuff. That's just the surface stuff. At heart, we are very similar. Yeah, we are almost like the same person sometimes. She just different as far as we're different in terms of like how we interact with people. Like my mom is more entertaining, like the life of the party. I'm not. But I'm more of a conversationalist. But at heart, we almost the same. We almost the same person at heart, almost. That's it. That's us. That's us. Drea say yes, wild and free. They wild. They wild. They wild at heart. All right, y'all. All right, y'all. Listen, the mind is just something that we feel like is sort of hardwired into us. But I'm here to tell you, if you start to do certain things, and like I said, the smallest wins. I mean, look at every category. All right, let's just say fitness, right? You can go as small as I'm gonna walk 1 block a day. That's it. Like y'all act like it's a loss if you didn't do the 5K or the 10K or no, I'm not saying that. Win is a win is a win. Get the win. Every day we doing 1 block. You understand? Like these are the things you got to start at. Financially, I'm going to save $5 a day. We got to start wherever we can. We have to start wherever we can. And like I said, this helps curate the mind. Once you start to see the capability and you start to hone in and you start to say, okay, okay, okay. And like I said, if we can get these kids getting there early on, seeing that, oh, when I play football and I play hard enough, I'm in, I'm in, I'm in. If we can do that, definitely twin like, which is really 2 blocks. I like sports, y'all. I like sports for kids. It teaches a kid so much. Activities, how to interact with people. I love that for children. My mom said, unfortunately, a lot of people can see past their own defeats and trauma, right? So they just don't have any positivity to give. God, where the go, oh, go where the positivity is. But you know what, mom? Some people have experienced so much trauma that they almost identify that with love. Positivity is almost a repellent to who they are. How sad is that? And y'all, if there is nobody around you that is encouraging, you just might have to be alone. You might have to just go in that toxic house that you are forced to live in and shut the door and spend as much time alone as humanly possible. Or be home as little as possible and try to find other people that are similar to you. We are human. That negativity will seep in to everything about us. It will. We are human. It will become us. Now, now that's all we find ourselves complaining. Now we find ourselves snappy and acting just like the negative energy that we are trying so hard to stay away from. You will become it if you are around it. And then you know what type of reality comes to somebody that is super negative? It's just not a good reality. It's not a good reality because you attract more of that. You don't attract the people who are positive, winning, happy. Listen, y'all, winning without being happy is not a win to me. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. All of that, we got all these demonic, devilish at heart people winning. That's not winning to me. Okay, they know the system, right? They know they have to keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going, and they'll get the win. They know that, and they do that. They bully people. They do everything immoral, and that does not bring happiness. So we're not winning with that in our heart. We are winning with positivity in our hearts. That's how we are achieving our wins. This is very important because some people look at people who are just horrible and say, well, they horrible and they rich. They scamming people. They bullying people. They rich. I might as well start doing that. How you feel, your mental state is everything. That's not for compromise. We don't want you to go into a mental state that you can't bring yourself out of. How sad is that? This is not a game. We can't play games with our mind. Our mind is the most powerful entity that we have. This is the only reason that we are the dominant species on earth is the mind. This is the only reason. We're not stronger, more powerful or anything. We just have this. All right, my mom is talking. My mom said, my youngest son was on a football team that was 0-13. No wins at that moment. I convinced him this is your opportunity to keep showing and giving your best. Play like y'all are undefeated. Wow, that's nice. My mom is very positive. My mom is always like, "It's cool. What? What happened? It's cool. No, we're gonna keep." She's so sure, and her energy is so like she's so like on a Like, no, you be so convinced, like, all right. You be down and out. And then, she come in like, no, we gonna take over the world, King. Get up. Like, you know what I'm saying? My mom is truly my superhero, bro. Like, I swear, she truly is. Like, I'm so lucky to have my mom. She said this will show you will never adapt to a defeated mindset. He got selected for All Pro Catholic League that year. That's a great story. That's a great story. That really is a great story. Did y'all see the Knicks game? Did y'all see the Knicks game the other day? They were down a fortune. Like none of the fans could believe it. None of the fans, like, yo, I know sports betting is a huge thing, but you could just tell that these people had already counted that they lost their money. And then when they seen they won, yeah, they showed a picture of Tracy Morgan in the car outside the garden, and he was just crying. I'm sitting here thinking he probably crying because that $60,000 loss or something he probably betted on turned into a win right before his eyes. He probably was like, I won? Like, they just was in disbelief. They didn't leave the garden for hours. But that's that mindset of it's always a chance to win. Always. There's always a chance to win. With that mindset, you were unstoppable. Do you know that? With that mindset, even if you lose, you know how unstoppable that way of thinking is? I love seeing a person win that thought they were going to lose. I love it. Oh man, I love that they just didn't give up the faith, even though they were in despair, even though everything looked bad, and then they get the win. That's God. That's God. That's God. That's God. Whew. Getting chills. I get chills when I think about the power of God. Um, Drea said her energy is so pure and genuine. It really is. It really is. Yeah. Y'all, listen, I know life gives us bad news. I know life devastates us. I know loss is a part of life. I know it. When I say loss, I mean loss. Like you lose a person, lose something very valuable to you. I've lost businesses. I've lost businesses that were very valuable to me that broke my heart, that I put a bunch of energy and effort into. Like, it's a part of life, right? But when you start to create a mindset of how great things are, and you look at the things that did go right, and you look at your capabilities is everything. So when you can control the mind in a way that keeps you in a spirit of go, I mean, you'll be able to get to different parts of life that can open up more doors for you. If you stop, you won't get there. You'll be right there. You'll be stagnated. Oh my God, I can't express to you how many people, majority of the people on this earth are just stuck in like a certain time period, right? They're stuck. Heartbreak is so hard, y'all. Like relationship heartbreak, especially when you're not used to it, is one of the hardest things to deal with, right? Especially when you like think you found the love of your life and then it doesn't work out. We all been there. Y'all know the romantic part is my kryptonite, right? So, but if you stay stuck there, imagine the next relationship that you didn't even think was possible never happens because you're stuck. You're not open to nothing else. Like, but then when you keep going and then you meet this next amazing person, you wouldn't have never done that though if you stayed stuck. Same thing. Let me tell y'all something. When things look bad, it's normally some opportunity that's right around the corner that you could not even dream of. When you lose something, like when you God is getting it out the way to replenish you with something more. You have to believe that. Please like, comment, and subscribe, y'all. Share the video. Please leave any topics that you want me to cover. Stay tuned this Saturday if you wanna come on the live and ask us any questions. We will be answering questions. Okay, so my mom said the only difference between successful people and unsuccessful people is successful people never give up, but they both endured losses. That's it. The successful people have created a life of winning, and they know they have to lose to win. That's all. This is it's almost a cheat to the system. Like, I just gotta keep going with more skills, more passion, more vigor, and they're gonna get there. They're gonna get there. I just want you guys to win so that you get the mindset that is capable of creating the reality that best suits you. That's all. That's all I want for y'all. Y'all made me work today. It's like a fire that goes through me where I really want you to get what I'm saying. And it just makes me feel a certain way when I know people are suffering from these different things that I'm talking about. And if they adapted anything I say, certain things in these topics, that suffering could end. It's like, formulas that you have to implement and no one else can do it for you. You have to do it for you. The work and is here to get everything in life that you want. Everything in this world just starts here. Stay positive. It will open doors quicker than negativity. This is so true. Y'all, if a door is open because you're negative, because like I said to y'all, some negative people know how to work hard and get the things done that they want to. And the people who attract to those people, I'm telling you right now, you don't want to be a part of that. That just kind of bulldoze people, kind of bully people and bully demographics that are disenfranchised and things like that, and they prey on the weak and all those type of people. That's what you're attracting when you're winning in a negative way with a negative attitude. People that I just described, like people like you that are able to win but be negative doing it. I just don't think that brings happiness. People become so comfortable in misery that they want everybody miserable. You have to be aware of this because people compare a positive winner to a negative winner, and it's no comparison. There's no comparison. My mom said this is a place where we come to support and encourage, and I appreciate y'all so much. I appreciate y'all. Thank y'all for coming in on this live. Stay tuned. We are going to be dropping our first video of the Solomon story. The Solomon story is here. I can assure you, you do not want to miss the Solomon story. Solomon Part 1 will be dropping this weekend. All right, y'all? Solomon Part 1 will be dropping. I will share it on every platform. Solomon Part 1 will be dropping this weekend. My mom said negativity is draining. I can't do it. It wears me out when I encounter it. Y'all, when you are working on yourself and you have created an infrastructure, a fortress, everything that I talk, that all the different categories of life you are on top of, you know this negativity right away because it's a threat to everything you've set up. And you are living such a positive life that you feel it as soon as it tries to attack. like, whoa, this is a threat to our entire everything, our entire existence. The mind is everything, guys. The mind curates reality. We want to make sure my formula and what I want you to get from this live is to start getting wins. Get a win wherever you can. On a daily basis, get a win. That will start to create a mind that lets you know it can be done and that you can do it and that all you got to do is keep going. Don't do things where you are feeling like a loser every day. We don't need that right now. We need wins. I love y'all. Stay tuned. Put your notifications on so you can see when we go live while we are talking on the road. We will answer y'all questions if y'all have any questions when we are on the road. I love y'all. I love y'all. See y'all on the next live. Please like, comment, and subscribe. If you are watching the video later, please leave any comments that you feel are applicable to the live.